Hi, this is Casey, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about all that is offered through Google Plus. Google Plus is a component of Google Chrome, and lots of different opportunities are available through Google Plus. And so my goal is to be able to introduce you briefly to what is available and allow you time to go and explore on your own. So let's get started. Let me get rid of this little box down at the bottom. Whenever you open up your Google Chrome browser, your Google search, your email, whatever it is, as long as it's in Google, you're going to have your little icons that are up here at the top. And I have something with my name on it, and then it has a plus sign. This means that I have a Google Plus account. If you don't have a Google Plus account yet, you would simply go, and that would be one of your options whenever you are creating something. It would be to go and develop that Google Plus account, okay? Right here, you will have just a plus sign, and you will click on that, and you will go through the steps in order to create your Google Plus account. You do have to be 13. They will not allow you to create one if you are under the age of 13. So for our elementary and middle school students, Google Plus accounts are really not an option. However, if you are a high school teacher, there could be a lot of collaboration that could happen within some Google Plus communities, and we'll talk to you about that in just a moment. So for now, I'm going to go up into my Google Plus account. And as you can see, my icons are still showing up in the top right-hand corner. Okay. Now mine's going to look a little bit different because I am already a Google Plus community member, and I am a member of different communities, and I follow different people. And so that is why my page, when I first open up, will probably look a little bit different than yours will. Okay, but let's go ahead and ignore my page here, and let's come over here to where it says home. Okay, my profile, this is my home page. My profile will just give me a little bit about what the picture that I have chosen for to represent me whenever I'm in Google Plus. It kind of puts a little bit of information about myself out there. Here are my photos that I have taken with my pictures, with my phone and with my camera. And one thing about Google Plus that I absolutely adore, if your phone is synced with your Google Plus account, Google will automatically back up your photos that you have taken on your phone every night. So no longer am I worried about, oh my gosh, I forgot to download these pictures, I can't delete them. Google Plus will back them up for me, and it is part of my Google account in the Google Cloud. So that is just fantastic. So if I want to get in there and if I want to look at my photos, I can go ahead and do that. These were all photos. This is my actual picture for my account, but all of my photos that were part of my phone have been added on here. Okay, this does not show nearly all of the photos that have been added. Okay, if I go to photos right here, this shows my photos. These are just photos that I have actually used at some point in time in some of the communities. And as my image, my background image, so that's why it's here. If I want to look at my actual photos that have been backed up from my phone, I would come to right over here and I'd go to photos, and it'll show you all of the photos that were already backed up. Now, I'm going to tell you that I didn't sync my photos right away. I didn't sync my phone right away. So when I got my Google Chromebooks at the beginning of last school year, 2013-2014 school year, is when I synced my phone to my Google account. It automatically backed up the pictures that I had already had on my phone previous to that date. So it was just amazing. And as you can see, it is going clear back to when I actually synced my phone to that account. So that was really helpful. So now I'm back over here. Oh, hold on. And I have an opportunity to follow people, kind of like you do with Twitter. To me, Google Plus Communities is a lot like Twitter. You have an opportunity to follow people, and whenever they post something to Google Plus Communities, it will show up on your homepage. And that's why you can see I've got tons of things that are already popped up, because these are people that I follow, or they're part of my circles in one way or another. And whenever they post something, it pops up on my homepage. Okay? So that's how you would do this with your people. But what I'm going to really talk to you a little bit more about in just a moment is your communities. If I click on my communities, these are the communities that I have joined. Now, yours may not look like mine, especially if you haven't messed with your Google Plus account yet, because you don't know what's out there, okay? But, so what's going to happen is yours is probably going to look something like this when you first pull up. And you're going to have something that says Discover Communities. And a community is basically like a mini network to where everybody within that community is sharing that same interest. I am a big Twitter follower. However, I'm going to get lots of different things all the time coming across Twitter. And it can be kind of crazy because you're trying to, you have a maximum 140 character count in order to post things. However, with Google Plus Communities, you can search for what you're looking for within that community, and you have unlimited characters to which you can present information. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. If you're really into photography, here is a photography community. You can look down here. There's over 680,000 members, and there's over 480,000 posts. If you are into holistic healing and energy healers, here's a community for you. If you are from Canada and you are real interested in Google apps for education, here is a community that is geared just for Canadians. And it has over 1,000 members, and it has 364 posts. So you can kind of see how there's some different communities in here. If you're really into the new educational trend of gaming, well, this looks like it could just be gaming in general. But there's tons for gaming and education, app education. There's just tons of them out here. Okay. So you would find one that you liked. Let me find one that I think I might want to, edu hashtags and this would come in handy also when I cross-platform onto Twitter. So I'm going to join. It has 225 members and it has 0 posts. So maybe that's not one that I want to join because nobody's really posting anything to it yet. But what about this digital leadership one? This looks kind of interesting. It's got 1,000 plus members, 169 posts. I can click on it to kind of take a look at it first before I join it. And I can it'll give me a little bit about the community. This guy is such a guru in digital leadership. And so it looks like if he is posting in here, and this looks like something that I really might be interested in, personal versus professional branding, Hour of Code. I can read the posts that have been marked on here. And the Maker Movement. This is something that I'm really interested in at my particular point in my career. So this looks like something that I really might like. So I would simply join the community. And now I'm part of that community. So now anytime this digital leadership community posts something, it's going to pop up on my homepage. Okay. So there's tons of things that are available on here. I have access to all of the information that's already on the community. I can share and post things. I can add photos, links, videos. I can add events on calendars. I can insert a poll. And so there's just tons of things here. Here are members, some of the members of the community. I can see all of the members. There's just lots of different, here's Tech Tool Share, here's branding. Here they've started to filter some of the information that's already on here, this particular community. So it's a way for me to find exactly what I'm looking for. Here is a hashtag. So on Twitter, hashtag LED is going to be associated with this particular article also. So it kind of cross platforms. So here is the digital leadership community. And now I'm here. And if I have some friends that I know that are on Google Plus, and if I want to invite them, I just invite your friends and I type in their name. So here I'm going to go back to the community page. And here are some communities that I have created and I moderate. Teaming Up for Tech, Fulton Pals, Daily 5 Cafe, Fulton Unit of Instruction. These are all workshops that I have facilitated over the course of the last couple of years. And when I created the community, I had an option. If I want to create a community, I can restrict it just to Fulton 58 people. Or I can open it up for outside people. I can do this and I can say next. And then I can make it public or private, meaning people, instead of when I went in and I joined it and it said join the community and I was already there, that is a public one. However, there are some communities where it will say request to join. And that's one that they have made private and you have to request in order to join the community. And what happens there is probably whoever is moderating that will go and pull up your name on Google Plus and see the kind of communities that you are interested in to see if you would be a match for them. Okay. So those are kind of cool too, because you know that you're only going to get people on there that are truly passionate about that particular idea. So you can see some of here's this digital leadership that I've just joined, but here I have Google Classroom, I have mystery location calls, I have STEM on Google Plus, I have technology and education, I have Chromebook community, I have Google Help, I have Google Apps for education, I have gamification in education. And so you can see that why I like the Google Plus communities is if I'm looking for something particular, I can go to that community and I'll have the information there. If I'm having a question and I need the answer to it, I can go to that particular community and I can post the question and within minutes, I will get a response. Whereas sometimes with Twitter, it can get lost in the thousands of tweets that go out every hour or every day. And this way, it's a smaller audience and it's just that topic that people are going to be talking about. And a lot of times if you post something in that and it doesn't fall under that topic, the moderator will say that doesn't really fall under this community. You might want to try this one instead. And then you can go and you can request to join, or you can join that community and then you can post your situation there. So I really, really, really encourage you to get into Google Communities and to kind of play around with it a little bit. Here you have Google Events, you have Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is Google's version of Skyping. Okay. You have Google Pages, you have your different settings, and so forth. When I opened to my home page, let me go back to my home page. You might have noticed, here we go. This is where we actually do our video Hangouts, our Google Hangouts. So that is another opportunity that we have through Google, is I can just click on Start a Video Hangout. I can type in the name of the person or the email address or whoever, and it pops up. There you go. And whenever, it's accessing my camera. Ooh, I'm going to turn that off real quick because I didn't want anybody to see. But when I am actually doing my Google Hangout, all of your Hangouts are archived on your YouTube channel. So the minute you have a Google account, you automatically have a YouTube channel. And that YouTube channel is where all of your videos will go to be archived. So that's kind of a cool thing too. And as you can see, I have these are some of my past Hangouts that I have been a part of. That's definitely an opportunity that I would highly recommend you participating in. And there is a community for that. So if you're not sure how to use it, then you can go to that community and it'll help you with that. Something else that I wanted to show you is up here I have a bell and I have a 9. So whenever I get a notification, whenever someone responds to me through Google Hangouts or Google Communities or something like that, if I click on it, these are some posts. This is a community that I follow, eLearning Industry. I follow Annabelle Howard. She is fantastic. And if you notice, I have these 9 notifications that have happened since the last time I have checked. So I can just simply click on it and I can look at it. And if I like it, then I can share it. I can make a comment. I can save it to myself. Or I can just swipe it and it'll be as read. So there's tons that you can do with Google+. I really hope you get in there and really look at what's available. I cannot tell you how joining Google+ communities and Twitter has really changed my teaching. It has opened me up to professional development around the world. No longer am I just depending on the professional development offered by those within my school district, which is fantastic. And no longer am I just confined to different conferences and workshops that I may be able to participate in. Here I have it at my fingertips. And I know that conferences, even though I'm not able to attend because they might be in a different state, maybe it was a date that didn't work out in my schedule, they will have live feeds on Twitter and they will post stuff to the Google+ communities that almost makes you part of that conference. So I highly recommend you getting in and playing a little bit with Google+. As you can see, I'm very, very passionate about the Google+ communities, but Google+ has so much more to offer too. And one quick neat thing that I've noticed with the photos, and I'll show you, I'm going to scroll all the way down because this is something that I didn't realize that Google Photos did, and I just recognized it, and I thought it was really neat. I want to go all the way down, is it will add effects to your posters. So take a look at this one. This is of my students, and we were taking pictures so we would know what a straight line looked like, a medium straight line looked like. And you see this little icon right here. If I click on this icon, it says this animation was created from a burst of 2 or more photos. So because I took so many photos, that they combined all these photos into a little animation. So let me find another one that's really kind of cool. Here, I'm sorry that you have to look at my pictures. Here, this one, they added effects to this one. I don't quite know what that is, so I won't bore you with that one. But there's one that was really cool. Also, what they do is they have something called Story. This summer, I was able to spend 15 days in France. We went on a wine tasting cruise. We went to Paris. And so it actually takes these pictures and puts it into like a slideshow book for me if I wanted to. That's another effect. See, here's the book, Monday in Paris. And it took 16 of my pictures and it put them together within a book. And it just did it on its own. I didn't ask it to do it. All of these pictures, they kind of combined because they were all taken on the same date. So they were able to see that. Let me find another one. Oh, here's one right here. What is this one? Let's click on this one. This is actually a water fountain in France. And so what it did was, you can see that it was enhanced, and it says press to compare the original. So you can see that they added like starbursts of light. And then if I press it, you can see what the original was. So the enhanced version definitely did more to bring life to the picture. But there was one that I wanted to show you that was so cute. Let me go down. It's one of my very last ones. Hold on. We're almost there. Boring pictures of my family, I know. Pictures that I'm trying to scroll through very quickly. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, here we go. This is a picture. Whoop. Hold on. This is the picture that I was wanting to show you. It was actually snowing outside, and it was a picture of one of my children, and they were in the snow, and Google added an effect to the picture that because it was in the snow, it showed that it was snowing outside. And that's kind of cool. So let me see if I can't find it. And if not, then I won't bore you anymore with pictures. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So you can see the little effect. And what it did is it's a picture of my daughter and her friend. But because, actually it's a picture of both. And because it was snowing, they added snow to the picture. So that's something that Google does. It'll automatically keep it like that. But when it is, it says here, and if I want to learn more, then I can, and it'll show you some of the effects. Like they'll show you a picture of, if you take a picture of someone that is kissing, then they might put hearts floating in the picture or something like that. So that's just kind of some fun stuff that they do called Auto Awesome. So that's worth a try too. So I've bored you enough with all of the pictures, and I've really showed you some horrible pictures of myself. So pretend like you didn't see it. However, I do hope that I did give you enough information to make you want to go in there and explore a little bit more with Google+. I hope you found this useful.